Hey, everybody. Sorry, missed that. I see that now. Thank you. Um, this is our Adam Buell show. We're waiting on Adam to join us. Hopefully, he'll be with us soon. He's had a very, very busy day. For those of you that are not aware, um, Adam's had it rough. He It's probably going to be one of the most emotional shows I've ever done in my life. In the 22 years I've been doing this, this wrestling thing. Adam has touched my life in a lot of different ways, in the ring and out of the ring. It's very hard for me to put into words just what he means to me, but hopefully we can do that tonight and send Adam on to this next life with the thought that he was very much loved. We've got a huge list of guests that are coming on, I believe. Let's go ahead and get some people in here. I know we're waiting on Adam, but let's get started, Michael. Who we got waiting?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me? What does it say? Um, you are live. Am I live or am I not live?
All right. Well,
Can you guys not hear me?
I'm not seeing anybody on my screen.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear
Pondo,
you,
anybody?
John.
No, I do
I
not.
hear you, John.
Michael,
I
nobody's on
hear
the
John
screen.
I
Gray.
can't hear Pondo either. I see him mouthing words, but
I
I
can't
can't
hear
hear him.
nobody. I can't see anybody.
Motherfucker me.
Hmm.
Can you hear me yet?
Now John Gray's gone.
Who put this chicken outfit together? Still nothing, John? Can't hear me? Still can't hear me? Nope, you are froze, pal.
All right, we're gonna try this again. I think. Technical difficulties. I am here. Um, I'm not seeing anything but a background right now. Hopefully, we can get a guest on here in a minute. Uh, there goes the background. I'm not seeing anybody yet. Hmm, still not seeing anybody. Guys, we apologize. This may be on me where I live in the middle of Alabama. And we'll be out here. Okay. All right. Can you hear me now, though, Michael? All right, great. Maybe we got through the technical stuff then. Try it now. We're working on it. Technical glitches, gotta love them. Anyways, as I was saying, Adam did all stuff. VW did the slave. Well, there's Pondo.
There, can you hear me?
I can, Pondo. Thank you so much for joining us, buddy.
Oh man, hey, I'm working. I wish Adam was on here. It, anyway, I got to wrestle Adam once. He kept telling me he was a big fan of mine, and then at Resistance Pro, they was gonna put me versus I don't know who. So I was like, no, just put me versus Adam, and he. It was a great match. I've been trying to tell all the wrestlers out there that I've ever wrestled, John Gray, you name it, all the wrestlers that I've ever wrestled. I want to tell everybody I appreciate them for putting up with my shit for 30 years. And, 31, June 24th, because I know that
Uh,
sometimes I might be a trying kind of guy, but it was all out of love to everybody. And I appreciate everybody, man. And I wish Adam was on here. I could tell him that.
yeah, I know he had a lot of visitors today. I do believe he is watching. So bear that in mind. Um, just he's going to hear this one way or another, Pondo. So don't think it's falling on deaf ears. And man, I
All
really
right,
appreciate
man.
your time.
Well, I apologize. I'm door dashing. I gotta go, and I wish I could stay. But anyway, thank you guys for giving me the time. And Adam, stay strong, man. You're gonna make it through somehow.
All
Talk to you
right,
guys later.
thank you, Pondo. Chris Grasso, you are credited with taking a very intricate picture of Adam. Tell us about that.
Well, I think it was one of his pictures that wound up on a T-shirt and 8x10s and all. And the first time I met Adam, he's just a very personable guy, and I was almost shocked, like how we could just have a conversation, and I felt like I knew him for a long time. He was just so down there. He's so down to earth. He's so friendly. So the times that I photographed him and whatnot, I mean, we
Hmm.
hit it off, and he's a great guy. He's very very kind hearted. Um, he's the type of guy too that he's not looking for something. He'll hit you up and he'll ask you, how you doing and this and that, and you could shoot the breeze with him.
Yeah.
Um, just a great guy, like just one of the best people I've met in wrestling. And so, I'm trying to think. I don't think I photographed him maybe for 2 years, but I did see him. I think I saw him in Atlantic City. and
Mhm.
we were talking and just hanging out, and he's just a great guy. Um,
Speak of the devil.
I didn't know what time this was supposed to
uh,
start up.
it's I'm sorry, it's kind of freezing on me, but yeah, always thankful. It was like, the little things that I did for him like meant the world to him, and he always let me know that they did. And I never expected any gratitude from him or anything. So, I appreciate him. Um, I know this is very, very difficult circumstance that he's going through, and I just want him to fight. I want him to keep fighting, fight for himself, fight for his family, for his friends. A diagnosis is not, it's not like the will of the human spirit. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't mean finality. Um, Things like this have um, been wrong, and that's what I really hope in Adam's situation, that he'll just keep fighting, not give up. Um, he'll beat this. He already beat it one time.
Yeah. No, I completely understand that. I completely understand that.
But yeah,
It
just go ahead. I'm
looks
sorry.
like Adam's with us now. Adam, you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey man, thanks for
I don't know what
being
that
able to join us tonight, buddy.
kind of jumped in.
Well, we appreciate you coming on tonight, Adam.
I appreciate you doing this, man. Like it's beyond cool of you guys, and like Chris especially, dude. Like you've always been one of the people that I've I've always been happiest to see every time our paths cross. Whether it be in LA or in Jersey or at VOW or anything like that. And you've always been one of the most legit dudes I've ever met.
Well, Chris, now that he's here, anything you've got an opportunity to say to him. Here's your chance, buddy.
Well, just want to let you know that I'm thinking of you. I love you, man. Just keep fighting, buddy. This I know what the doctor has said to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not God. They're not, the all-seeing. Just keep fighting. Um, do your best. Just let you know that I'm thinking of you. If you ever need to talk or whatever, definitely you can message me, and just know that I'm thinking of you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much.
All right. Well, Chris, we appreciate your time, man. We've got to get over to Neil. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing a story with us. And you know, I'm not really sure how to sign off with you guys. I'll be honest. This is a uncharted territory for me. So, Chris, thank you again. I do appreciate your
You're welcome.
time. Thank you for your time.
Not robot boy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we got you, buddy.
Yeah, can you see me? Am I moving?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you look good. Look
I
good
don't know.
there.
I don't know about good, man. I'm not a pretty guy. Pretty ugly.
Well,
I'm a
well,
poster boy for brush your teeth. Like, come on, man. I ain't pretty.
there for a minute.
This
I'll be
guy,
honest, y'all kind of look like twins.
yeah, a little bit. Say he's got some gainage on me on the beard though. Like mine's starting becoming a little white.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll get that nice Christmas beard. You know, that big
Hmm.
white beard. That way, when I bleed and stuff, it gets all red and pink.
There you
What
go.
do you think, Adam? I can be a deathmatch Santa.
There you go.
And the
All
thing
right.
is that I can be real, man. Be a lunatic.
So,
Adam, do you
so
remember the
let me
first
ask
time
you,
we
Neil.
met?
I
I was
do.
just going to ask you when was the first time you guys met?
The first time we met was actually at an IWA Midwest show, and then we ended up meeting a second time at Crimson Cup, and I did not recognize that motherfucker at all. Like his hair was long as shit. And he had this huge
It
beard.
looked like Moses.
Yeah, like I thought he was just some random dude coming up trying to talk to me. And he was like, "Oh, I'm Neil." Like, oh shit. Now I kind of feel like an asshole.
Yeah, man. That cracked me up because I just remember you walking up to me at Sage and Kyle's house, and you were like, "I'm sorry, man. Like, I thought you were just a random fucking fan who just showed up. You look nothing like the first time we met."
Right.
Sam.
I think that first time we met was when you did that thumbtack match with Marcus.
In Bellevue, right?
Mhm.
I'll give
Was that
him.
was that in Bellevue, Adam?
Mhm.
Hold on, give him a second.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Oh, I didn't
Bellevue.
see. I'm sorry. The chat's actually blocking his face, so I didn't see they were giving him medicine. I apologize.
No, that's my temperature.
Okay, but that was Bellevue. Like I actually vaguely remember that match. I just remember being at the Bellevue like building and how disgusting it was.
It was gross.
Like how did we wrestle so many shows there and no one get tetanus? That
Oh,
really surprised
yeah. Yeah, they
me.
just said fucking Neil Diamond Cutter.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hang on a
Well,
second. Trying to get this guy to book you.
hey, what's up?
He runs
I
he
can't really
runs
see him.
he runs RCW up here in my area in South Bend.
I'm
So I'm trying
crazy.
to like
I'll bring a staple gun and staple money to people.
yeah, I'm just trying to like put him on the spot and like get like pressure him into like booking you.
I appreciate it. So yeah, you are a handsome man. You know that?
You
I
were
I can't believe
unthinkable, man.
that we both wrestled. Like we never ended up having an actual death match. Kind of bums me out.
Yeah, no, like you were one of the dudes that I always kind of wanted to get in there with and do that shit. We would have done some just stupid stuff.
Dude, when I saw pictures of you, I was like, okay, he's probably a couple inches taller than me, but he's probably like gangly. Like I can probably wire him around a little bit, time and knots. And then I saw you in person. I'm like, no, man, you're just awkwardly shaped.
Pretty much.
Oh
I'm just
man,
calling lanky.
I just remember going to that California show with you and just looking around and being like, man, Adam, what did we get ourselves into?
Right? Oh my god.
I just remember you stepping on glass and me getting stabbed in the ribs. That's all
Yeah,
I remember.
I remember a lot of people. I think I'm still the only person who got paid on that show too.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Chewy
man.
Martinez is another one. So, like, I know
Yeah,
he's a lot of people.
right. That's true. Because yeah, I remember a lot of people got pretty butthurt over that, and I was definitely one of them too. Like it wasn't right, like stiffing you on pay like that.
Well, at least you got taken care of. You know, at least you took care of someone. Because, like, at the time, like, I had money, so it was
Yeah,
went up there and got stabbed in the ribs and had to drive home like that. I got a story. You know.
yeah. You sure as shit did a lot more that day than I did. If anybody should have gotten paid, it was you.
Well, it's just that one lion salt, like that freak tube just popped up just right and just stabbed me right in the rib cage.
Yeah.
And like I look down and I see a little bit of fat, but it's not bleeding. I'm like, all right, it's fine. Driving all the way home, I had to stop every like hour and a half to change the bandage.
All right.
Oh,
I
wow.
Yeah,
remember
bled a lot.
all I did was I just like gushed out of my forehead from that match I had with BC Killer, and all I did was throw things at Anthony, and then we had to do that. Then I had to do the finals with Marvin. So like, you went through a lot more shit than I did. My night was super super easy.
To be fair, I did have a first round bye.
Oh, that's awesome. That's because you didn't have enough guys booked.
I know, right? He's a dumbass.
I mean, like, how
Promoters.
many people do we have? Like 6.
I think so.
And I
6
think
or
he was
7.
like still trying to scramble to get up to 6. Oh, that's not coming.
Should have just had double eliminations. Like that would have been easier.
Yeah,
Like there's so many easier ways to do it.
yeah. It was just, and like I can't remember if it was you or not. Somebody was ribbing me, telling me that he went to jail, and now all of a sudden I'm booking the tournament.
Oh, I don't think that was me. I wouldn't rib somebody on that because, like, when I did an interview with him on his podcast, he was trying to bait me into like agreeing to being on this tournament. I'm like, we haven't worked out a deal, man. I'm not agreeing to shit.
Right.
Like, oh, that dude is so slimy. Ugh, fuck
It might
Mr.
have actually,
California.
it might have actually been him that met that because he kept calling me and he was like, "I need you to run this. I need you to book the show." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? So
Fucking
yeah,
idiot.
he actually might have been the one that was trying to ruin
Dill hole.
me.
Dude, I rewatched some of your matches recently.
Oh
Fucking, you
wow.
got crazy shit. Like, I just find stuff on YouTube. I'm still waiting for the best of, but I'll find someone to give it to me.
Yeah. Well,
So,
if I make it home, I'll for sure make sure that you get
uh, everything's good. I'll find my ways, Adam. I'm a pirate. I'm an outlaw.
it. Yeah. If they let me go home instead of making me go to hospice, I'll make sure you get
No worries, man. Say I'm a patient dude. Here's a
it.
silly question. What's your favorite band of all time?
Of all time,
Mm-hmm.
that's a hard question to answer.
No, I
Uh,
understand.
Pig Destroyer, maybe. I don't know.
Cape Destroyer? Okay.
Pig, Pig Destroyer, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna write that down. I'm trying to expand my music listening because I just got a guitar. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to see, like different styles in just guitar playing in general. And I know death metal and stuff like that has a very specific picking style.
It's just like, especially the early stuff. It's just mindless grindcore.
Alright, I'm writing it down. Sorry.
But it's good stuff though.
Alright. I'm gonna check them out later.
They're worth
John,
it, man.
what are you doing out there in Hoosier land?
Uh, Fuck, just sitting in the hospital, trying not to die.
No, I get it. So I
Yeah,
haven't been on Facebook the last few days, so I'm kind of out of the loop.
yeah. Up until now, it's basically just been me just sitting in my bed.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it hasn't been great, but it's whatever.
I still find you sexy. I'm
Likewise,
trying.
man.
I'm trying to think of like a cartoon character to name you because I've been playing that animation Throwdown or something like that. Some animation game. I've
Yeah,
been looking at Family Guy, um, was American Dad stuff lately.
yeah.
You're kind of starting to turn into Roger, man.
I can accept that actually.
There you go. There's a T-shirt idea for you.
Right.
Like Roger with a beard. Like he's like Roger is you.
I'd actually be pretty fine with that. Definitely got a nod of approval from the dude in here with me too.
Oh, hi, John.
How's it going, Neil?
Oh, you
I just enjoy listening to you two go back and forth.
How you feeling, Adam? How's everything?
For me,
You there?
Yeah.
How's it going? I want to publicly start off saying that I'm so sorry me and Nick Gage ruined your merch on a VOW show. That I still feel bad for that, even though I had no control over where he was throwing me. Even if I wanted to stop, it's still Nick. But yeah, I feel so bad for that.
I
Like,
know there's no reason to feel bad about it. I think I sold that one of those shirts for at least another $15 because of that. So
well, that's good. At least it did benefit you. I just
yeah.
remember falling over the table thinking, "Whose shit did I just ruin?" And then seeing you, I'm like, "Oh, that sucks." Out of all the guys, out of all the guys to
It's all
that
it's
you were
all
Oh,
good.
like the
I
nicest guy
wasn't
in the
bothered
block.
by it.
But
It
no,
was
I
like
just wanted to.
all you guys
That's
did was break a tablet that was already broken and was about to get thrown away anyway. So there's literally no harm done.
Jesus. But no, I just wanted to
I don't know
stop
if you
by
guys
and
lost John, but oh, there he is.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, this app sometimes when you get more than one person, it goes crazy. But no, I just wanted to stop by and say that all this shit is crazy, dude. Like, out of anybody that does not deserve what's happening, it's you. Like, just how, and like, I do not know you, like, outside of wrestling personally. We've never hung out, but just the way that you defend people on the internet and that you stand up for what's right, like, that shit is all just 100% what makes you a great person. And again, this shit's so unfair. Like the world sucks, but hopefully, like everybody's been saying, that you're gonna pull through this shit, dude, and beat it a second time. So
Yeah.
all the respect in the world for you, and that's not even what you've done in wrestling, just outside and real life, dude. You're a great dude, and just 100% respect for that.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's beyond cool of you to say.
And another, and to touch on something in wrestling, just the fact that you continuously cut your own chest with a light tube. Hey, it sucks just getting somebody else to cut you, but the fact that you did that continuously for the fans when it gains you nothing but just a fan reaction means a lot more. You never probably got paid extra to fucking cut your
No,
own chest, but you did it
never.
because the fans liked it. So on that end, more respect than anything for that too. So like I said, fucking all I can say is this shit sucks, and this doesn't deserve to happen to you at all.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. And fuck, I can't help but stare at you two sexy fuckers on my screen. Look at Neil, looking all good. But no, uh, you're giving me way too much credit. It's not that big. Closer to your mouth.
I'll send you PayPal money later.
That's cool. But no, I just want to stop by and hop and say this, and then I'm gonna hop off here and let other people come on that have longer stories and that are closer to you. But I just want to stop by and say that I love you, and that hopefully at the end of all this, you're still with us.
Love you too, man. I hope by some weird stroke of luck that is completely outside of my realm of understanding that things take a turn for the better. So
For sure. If
we'll see.
anybody can do it, it's you. So let's have that in faith. Well, like I
Thanks,
said,
man.
man, enjoy the rest of this show, and yeah, man, much respect to you, man. Keep
Thank
fighting.
you very much, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you guys had a big long list of like people coming on, so I'm actually gonna get out of here too, so you can get through some more people. And I just want to like iterate what John said. Like, Adam, fucking, you're great. This totally sucks. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Fucking, I'm gonna let you go so you can get to more people. Fucking, just remember, we all love you, man. You're gonna make it through the thing.
Thanks, man. Well, love the shit out of you, dude. For real.
All right, Sin. See you, buddy.
Later, man. All right, man. Okay. Sure. Okay. That's all I can do. I don't have a choice. All right, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. Take it easy.
Again. Adam, hey buddy.
What's up?
I Man, I live in the middle of nowhere, and this thing just does what it wants. Well, I just seen somebody else, but they went away. I don't know who that was.
Oh, you're on there twice, which is really weird.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There for a minute, like it was just like you and a frozen Pondo and me, and now there's just you. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably because of where I live. But regardless, man, how are the spirits today? I know when we talked last night, your spirits were fairly decent given the circumstances. How are we today?
I mean, they're about as good as they're going to be as far as like everything. It's hard to explain it without. It's hard to describe it without it sounding like I just gave up on everything because it's like I definitely have it, and I'm definitely like I would very much like to see something happen to where you know I make it out of this okay, but at the same time, I've also accepted the fact that I'm not going to, and I've come to terms with that. So it's one of those things like I'm kind of fine either way with how it happens. Um, I mean, obviously, like not so much for myself, but more for like the people around me and my son and his sister and everything like that. But yeah, it's we're not really given very high odds. It's hard to really be super optimistic about it, but it's just all we can do is just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you're getting visitors, and that's a good thing. So, uh,
Kind of
all
shit.
right. I see Congo Kong has joined us. I'm not sure who the guy in the hat is. Who is that?
What's up? It's Joey. How you doing, Adam? What's up, Congo?
What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up, Adam?
What's up,
How you
everybody?
doing, Adam?
All I can see is John's pretty mug. I can't see anybody else's.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you, Adam.
I can.
Can you hear me?
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, I can hear
We
everybody.
can real quick because it's very everybody's frozen on my screen. So
Yeah, let Congo go first.
What are we doing? What am I doing?
Just say what's up to
tell
Adam.
us an Adam Bill story.
You doing all right, Adam?
I'm doing as good as I can be, man.
Good as you can, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Hold on. Can't get this to pipe in my system. What the fuck? So, um, I'm gonna try not to ugly cry. Getting weepy. Uh, it's not a great thing, but I do want to let you know that it's been absolutely my pleasure knowing you, going out the day with you, spending time with you, uh, ribbing you, and like, and I'm extremely proud of you for the fight that you put forth. Um,
Amen.
and yeah, you know, whenever you get to where you get, I'm hoping I see you on the other side.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Like you're one of those dudes that like I mean we've known each other for fuck as long as I've been wrestling for. You were always like always see in the locker room do it. You know, it was gonna be a fun time. I knew I was gonna be able to talk with you a lot. You weren't gonna really take it seriously. the rest of the little bit of time that we got to spend on the road together a little bit too. Like you've just been always been like a genuinely awesome dude. And, like just really, really thankful that our paths crossed when we did.
All right, Joe, go ahead.
Adam Bueller, I just want to tell you then that your positivity throughout all this has been very inspiring, man. Not many people that are going through what you are can keep their head up and have a sense of humor like you have, and just been good about the whole thing, man. Like you rarely ever have negative things to say, whereas most people in your situation are going to be angry, upset. And honestly, I'm very proud of how you handled yourself, and that just needs to be commended. And on top of that, you fought so hard and there so for so long. You beat it so many times and beating the odds, and it just I don't know what else to say, but it fucking sucks for all of us. And I know just want you to know how loved you are all around the whole community. And I didn't even know you who you were. You respectfully messaged me. Dalton Bragg is like really big in Slave to the Death match, and he couldn't be there, and I decided to have you be his replacement that year. You came way above and beyond. Everybody knows how crazy you are when it comes to barefoot shit, when it comes to thoughts and all that. Um, you're a fucking warrior when it comes to that, and you're a fucking warrior in real life, man. Like you fucking fought so hard, and like it just fucking hurts that it has to happen, man. You're still so young, and I just want you to know everybody does fucking love you. You got to know how many people love you, brother.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. I love the shit out of you too, man. Like right from the get go. Like I knew right away, meeting you, that like, you were a legit fucking dude, and that's very few and far between when it comes to the wrestling promoter.
Yeah, one more thing, like I want people to know that you you drove 15, 16 hours on a promise of no pay. Like I didn't promise you anything because I told you that we were out of budget and you just said you wanted to come. I'm pretty sure the first time you came all by your fucking self, did the full drive by yourself. So like people need to know exactly how much you fucking love wrestling and like how much you would give for wrestling. You like went above and beyond, and I ended up giving you pay, which I would have got you more, of course, but I wasn't going to let you drive out all the way by yourself. But I just didn't want to promise something I didn't have. But I made sure I came out with my pocket just to make sure you get something, and like you fucking deserved it. Like, I wish I could give you way more. Like, but just people need to know how much you fucking love wrestling and get in and sacrifice for wrestling, and just you're a stand up dude, man, in the ring, out of the ring, and I just got nothing but love for you, brother. You know that.
It's the feeling is more than mutual, man. Thank you very, very much. Yeah.
Joe,
Hey
let me.
Adam, remember that time we were in Illinois and you didn't have your license yet, didn't know how to drive, but we let you drive halfway?
And then you never let me do it again.
That was a scary situation. I was sleeping or well falling asleep at the wheel. Let Adam take over, and I was awake the entire rest of the trip.
I definitely remember that. That was coming back from a Bellevue show. I've
Real
got
quick
no
before I get off, I got one more thing. This is a story I wasn't there for it, but Adam told me it. Everybody knows Adam straight edge. He doesn't do doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, none of that, and popping pills, none of that. And he told me one time that and it wasn't like a bully way, but like Masada kind of made him drink a beer and shit. So he wasn't even mad about it. I was like, most straight edges would be so pissed and like hold a grudge on him and shit, but he was just like, I had to. He like wanted to like just look up and be respectful to Masada so much that he was straight edge. He'd fucking slam a beer for shit. But
Because
you know I love you, and I'm gonna text you again every day, brother. I just want to let you know I'll give up the time for everybody else. I'm sure you got other people in line, but much love to you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Okay?
all right, man, love you, Joe.
All right, so should I go uh, make room for somebody else or what?
I
Or
think
not?
Joe's thing froze up again. Again. Because yeah, I'm just looking at 4 frozen screens right now.
Weird.
Right?
I only see two people, and
Really?
I only see half of Adam's like head, like your upper head.
Yeah.
There's
Like yeah.
there's a pretty face.
Yeah, I have John Gray's face on here twice.
Yep, that just happened to me too.
Yeah,
Hey, my face is pretty enough to look at twice. Okay.
that's fair. I'll give you that.
All right. No. Real quick, and you may have talked about this already, and I apologize, but my connection is horrible here. So things have kind of been breaking up and in and out. When was the first time you and Adam actually met at a show?
Us? That would be right around right what 2005, 2006.
It was the day
Outdoor
we met.
show.
The day
It
we
was in
met was
Marietta.
June 3rd, 2004.
Wow, he
How do
remembers
you remember
exactly.
that? Holy shit!
I don't
He
know.
just pulled the date.
Well, a big reason why it's because it was my first out of state booking, and
Oh, okay.
the very next day, the promoter did a July 4th show, uh, and Kong comes up to me, and I thought he was fucking with me, but he wasn't. He was like, "Yeah, you and me are working with each other today." It's like, "Oh, that's good. Okay." And he's like, "No, I'm serious." It's like, "Fuck." And he gave me the nastiest power bomb I've ever had in my life, and he punched me in the side of the head because I forgot to I had to jump over his legs.
I can hear.
I believe. I believe we're being joined now by Matt Tremont. Tremont,
What's up, guys? I figured it out. I'm not very tech savvy.
And welcome to the club.
How are
I
you
hear
guys?
you, but I can't see you. But that's okay. There.
What's going on, Matt? It's
All
good
right.
to hear
Thank you so
from
much for
you.
your time, Tremont. I do appreciate it. Congo, hang out with us. Tremont, talk to us about Adam Buell, buddy.
Adam, where are you? How are you, my man? I know tough, but I know we've only shared a locker room a handful of times at VOW and IWA. But as soon as John reached out, I don't get the chance to do these often, but wanted to make sure I was on here to be here and show support and just throw some positivity at you, man. So we're all here for you, brother. You've always been a good dude to me. You're good in my book. You're a hell of a worker. You're fearless. You did a lot of crazy shit, man. I liked you. I enjoyed your work very much, and be proud of what you did in the business. And yeah, man, everybody's going to be here for you, supporting you, man. And and that's why we're all here and we're doing this now for you, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate coming by, having some nice things to say, man. Like coming from you, man. That means a lot because you're kind of like the fucking man at this shit. So
I appreciate that, man. But what I mean, I wish we had the chance to work. We never had the chance to work.
we almost did that one time.
Where where at for what
It was
promotion? I forget.
it was the Crimson Cup in Los Angeles.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and then Masada took your spot and then murdered me.
Um, I'm good. I'm good. Chondo, Jimmy Line, he's one of my good buddies, and he always speaks very highly of you. And you guys worked a couple times, right? Did you guys have a match?
I think we only worked together once, but
Okay.
no, Chondo is a okay in my book. In my book, absolutely love Chondo.
Yeah, he said nothing but good things. I told him I was coming on here last night after John reached out. He, I know he sends his positive vibes and everything your way, man.
Tell him I said thank you very very much. It means a lot.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
That was actually a name that I did not think of. So I apologize. I messed up. Otherwise, he'd probably be on here too.
I'm having a little
I didn't
trouble
hear
hearing
what
you.
you said. You sounded like a robot.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But yeah, expect I ought to turn on my lights.
Anybody else coming on?
But yeah,
Damn technology.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of people coming on, buddy.
Awesome. That's good.
Actually, I just got a text from Shark Boy. He's going to be joining us here in just a few minutes, so that's really cool. Uh, one of the I know y'all hear that train in the background. I apologize. It's the bumfuck Egypt, Alabama. Okay,
yes,
but
sir.
but but Shark Boy's about to be joining us here in a few minutes. We've got Isaiah joining us in a little bit. Randy
Good.
West. I think Murdoch's going to make an appearance. I tried to pull out all the stops on this one.
That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
How many of these windows can you have at once?
I think four total. Yeah, four.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm at my
Well,
maximum
let
right
me know
now.
when you need me to back out. Let me know when you need me to back out.
Well, you're good right now. I just got a text from Dean telling me he was going to be on in a little bit. Zaya's going to be on in a little bit. So whenever they join, they'll let me know and we'll move forward. But um, now I know we just talked about Tremont and Adam never worked. Did you answer this already, Congo? Did you and Adam ever get a chance to work against each other?
Yeah, in the beginning we did. It's been a while since we worked. And then when the HIV thing came out, everybody was talking about how they were scared to work with them and all this bullshit because they're uneducated. I was hook it up, sign me up. I'd love to work with that. Um, but yeah, we worked several times. Yeah, he was just talking about how I gave him the sit down last ride. So basically, he goes about 10 feet in the air, and then I sit down about two. And like that was the very first move, very first finish, I guess I give it to him. First match we ever had together.
Yeah, yeah. He had me pretty high up
All
in
right.
the air actually.
I mean, you only weigh $130. Like, what you want
Well,
me to
yeah,
do?
especially then. Yeah,
And it didn't help that you went by the sickness. That was the funny part. Like,
The oh no. Okay.
you can't let
All
that
right. Well,
ride
we've
get
got
you.
Isaiah waiting. Oh, go
okay,
ahead. Sorry.
you said I was waiting.
Yeah, High's on standby. He's waiting. So
Okay,
we're gonna have to kind of move forward here. But I do appreciate both of y'all taking time to come on.
No problem. Adam, much love, man. I hope here for you. Need anything? I'll definitely hit you up after the broadcast, man. And if you want to chat for a little bit, I'll hit you up on the messenger. But man, much love for me and the wife. I got all my students here. I'm gonna go close up shop for training for the night. But I'm glad I was able to jump on here with you and see it and share some words with you, brother. But much positivity, man.
Thank you, man. Good to hear from you again too. It's been a long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be safe, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yes. Take care.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna make my exit to tell hi. I said hello.
Mhm.
And shit, man. Like this is probably one of the worst things that I felt I've ever had to do. You know what I'm saying? And, just know that I love you, and I appreciate you. Um, and yeah, man.
What's up?
All
What's up,
right.
hi?
What up, fellas? What up? What
I'm
up?
back again. Sorry, guys.
I was in the middle of stopping myself from having another ride, so I'm gonna get off here just in case it comes back. But like I was saying, I love you, man. And I'll see you sometime down the road, I'm sure.
Love you too, man. You've always been awesome as shit, man. I'm it's eternally grateful that I got to meet you and we got to have the bond that we did over the years.
All right, bro.
Uh, Take it easy, yo, man.
Right. All right. The Hood Ninja, Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. I know you sent me a message yesterday and said that Adam had a select few, and I felt pretty good that I was a part of few. Sometimes you don't know who likes you in the biz anymore, so I'm glad I got my real brethren. You know.
Nah, man, you've always been fucking cool as shit to me, dude. Like even when you didn't have to be. I remember being on like that shitty show on that Fuji ran a long time ago, and like I just
You
had like
talking about the mutiny show? Is that the mutiny show you're talking about?
it might have been, but like I just remember seeing you like so much in IWA over the years and everything, and I just had like this massive amount of respect for you, and I just wanted, and I remember just wanting to tell you that, and then like you didn't have to be cool to me, but you were, and here we are, man. Like it's a friendship that I'm glad we were able to have.
Yeah, man. I absolutely agree. Like, especially in those times, like I was actually thinking about that earlier, watching you in those light tubes. I'm like, man, this dude is sick. I mean, I grew up in the deathmatch world and everything anyway, but just to see the level that you went, I was just like, man, this dude's gonna hurt himself. So what, like I'm sure the crowd is looking like, well, what y'all gonna do if he's sitting there cutting himself, But nah, man. Like I was
Did
saying,
did real,
in the
real
post,
quick, Zay,
you know, yeah, yeah, yeah.
did he do the chess gimmick? Did he do the light tube chess gimmick? Because that was
Well,
my
I was
best
actually there, like
there, man. I was just like, this.
that particular like chest scar, like I was there for that one, so that's kind of like my scar a little bit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But no, man,
Yeah.
the love and respect was mutual, man. And it wasn't like I was putting on to try to be cool. I was always kind of one of those dudes that I kind of looked at it once a guy was kind of getting a push or whatever. You notice how they kind of stop acting like they know you a little bit, and I never wanted to be like that. I just wanted to be one of the boys, and like I said in my post, bro, you was one of those dudes that was always brought up in me and Demon's carload. Always laughing about something you had said or did, and as a matter of fact, I think he's gonna come up and see you this weekend after GCW. As a matter of fact, so
I hope
I
so,
don't know
man.
if he got to. I don't know if he got to hit you up or not and tell you that. Um, but no, it's kind of funny too because sometimes you don't know, like, no, like I'm not, we're not around each other all the time, but we just come and pop out in these shows. And one thing that kind of stands out in my mind is that tournament we were in, and that was kind of like my Infinity debut. And I just remember how dope that locker room felt. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember that, Adam, man, but like we were gorging out on fruit trays and oranges, and I think I hurt myself with some banana. I'm sitting there with a stomach ache while everybody's at Denny's because I ate too many bananas backstage. And
The torture
but
rack
nah,
game.
man. But I just want to tell you I love you, man. And like I said, I know you wasn't a religious dude, like I told you in the message, man. But I always got to feel like I don't care about the formalities and stuff. I'm not a religious dude. I'm just a failure of a Christian man, just like the rest of these bastards. And I just extend that love and integrity to your soul like I would anybody else, man, because I think that's one of my crazy antiquated spiritual gifts, you know. And at the end of the day, you're brethren, bro. You definitely a good brother, and don't ever think you wasn't. Um, like I said, like there's so many carloads, I can't even think of any particular. But Demon was always bringing up something you said or did that just have us cracking up while he's driving with his knee on the road or something, That and I didn't want nobody to
That's
get my
good
rub
stuff.
as the problem child, so I kind of like spoke and did been cool, and then kind of ninja vanished to do my thing or whatever. But nah, man, I love you, dog, and like I said, I will never forget those times, bro. Like you know, I honestly, it's good to talk to you. Um, I I don't cry much at all, but I just remember I remember that feeling in my chest, and I remember seeing a message from John Gray, and the first thing I done was I hit up John Gray, and he's kind of ever since the J.C. Bailey days, it's kind of like he day one ninja man, and we always kind of had that connection where we talk about our brothers and the ones that kind of mean stuff to us. John, if you can attest to that, bro. We had that conversation earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I- Adam, are you seeing two John's faces, or am I the one tripping on here? Is it my signal?
Jesus.
Oh no, I definitely am. Yeah.
I tell you what, I went full on hood for the first time and got some braids, and I'm telling you, man, this shit itches. I'm not doing this no more. I'm going back to bald as soon as I can. I'm about to cut it and start over. So I don't know, bro. But
Yeah. But when you do, you're gonna have to post it so I can post a mocking picture of it too. So,
oh yes, you know what? That is what I was thinking about that earlier when I was doing those pictures. You was you was trolling me up, bro. And I was always doing like the type pictures, and you would send those. Yeah, yeah.
I can remember
No,
the
man.
first time I did that too, like being so unsure how you were gonna react to it. And then when you started laughing at it, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep doing this.
That sucks so bad, man. Like people can't play with me because I have this rest and kill face, and then I realize like I'm usually cool, man. I'm just a moody bastard sometimes. But
I just wasn't. I was just not looking to get stabbed over it. That's all.
oh man, see, I had the knives on me. I just never brought them to the ring. Then I guess. But now, man, I want to personally thank you for just like I said, being cool with me because sometimes I don't know how I come off. Sometimes, like I said, my facial expressions, my tone of voice, whatever, sometimes they can come off weird to people. But like I said, you've always been a good brother. We've always shared laughs. There's not a thing that I've ever heard anything bad, coming from either one of our sides about each other. As far as I knew, you were extended family of me and Demon's Ninja Clan, man, and I love you, dog, for real.
I love you too, man. And trust me, like every bit of that is 100% mutual. Like you've always been like I said, you didn't even need to be cool to me when we first met, and you like just you were, and you never stopped being cool. So yeah, you're a hell of a guy, man.
I appreciate that, bro. Sometimes it took me a long time to learn, and I'll be honest with you, bro. It took me a long time to learn how to take in the moment with people. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Uh, it took me a long time to like, especially when we were doing the infinity thing so much. Like I absorbed a lot of it, but then when you look back, it was like, man, that was so classic of everybody that was around us and how we were doing things. And I'm glad I was able to take that all in. That tournament, I'll never forget that tournament. I think you knocked the shit out of me that second round or something. But
I
Oh,
remember.
I didn't know if I was gonna. I don't remember if it was you or Russ Jones, man. But y'all got me good. I was like, man, I must have got him with that chop or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that must have been Rust. I
Yeah.
definitely remember.
I believe that was Russ.
Yeah, I
Might have been.
definitely remember at some point like making a hot tag out or something, or Russ just kind of took it upon himself to come in and like
and then you guys start hitting each other with forearms and everything, and I'm and this is happening right over top of me, and here I am going into business for himself, and I was like, Ross, what the fuck are you doing?
That's great.
That's
That
that
is
was
great.
unrefined Russ, man. That's he was just beast mode, just trying to grab
Yo,
whoever he can grab. Then, man.
yo,
Hmm.
like I couldn't even
And
really
when
see
look,
that.
you knew when he grabbed your ass too.
Yeah,
Oh man. Oh
I
yeah, I
like,
didn't have like. He's one of those guys like Mercer, man. You ain't got to. I mean, it's good to post for him, but if you don't post, he gonna get your
Yeah.
ass up.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You
He'll
go
appreciate the
wherever he
post when he
says.
doesn't need it. Oh fuck,
Absolutely.
If
man.
you know, I'll just say this, before I leave, I'm not I've not been a I can't say that I've been a great friend to everybody, man. Like I said, I kind of made a gimmick of ninja vanishing and stuff sometimes. But like I said, the consistent thing with me is we've always kind of had the same level of love and respect. And I think that's what really counts. And I think we use the most of our time to do that every time we was around each other, man. I can think about so many times, so many Waffle Houses or Denny's or something like that. But I'd made a post. Just to try to even make amends with people and reach out and try to be a better friend. Life is kind of shorter than we think it is a lot of the times, and us wrestlers, we don't care about nothing, man. We'll just take the pain and keep going. But at the end of the day, man, we're still men and man to man, bro. And it's not because of the circumstance. I feel like we've always been like this, and you've always been a
Yeah,
solid bro. You've always been a solid brother, man.
just here,
Even
man.
if even
Always.
even if we had to wait in that fucking cold, I don't know, like I forget what town it was. I have it saved on my GPS when we came and got you from the T-Mobile store, but that had to be one of the coldest road trips I had in my life up north. Oh my god.
I was in. You guys scooped me up from Portland.
Yep, that's it. That's the name that I remember. Yep.
Yeah, because you guys just scooped me right up after work.
Did we go to Chicago or something after that? Like what did we do?
Yeah, we went to Summit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John Gray, when you come in town, man, make sure you link with me, bro. That way I can at least see you once on the weekend, even through passing. I got a lot to do this weekend, but I definitely want to see you, bro. And you know what I'm saying? At least chop each other or something before we have to take off.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm going to be coming over there when I
Vic
go to
Philpott, man, day
Indianapolis
one
for
ninja.
Championship Wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's
man,
up,
do
Vic?
it, do it. I probably need to come
Yeah.
see Vonda and Roger too, man. But Adam, bro, like for real, like I do appreciate being one of the few guys that you loved and respect enough that wanted to talk to and do this. A lot of times we'll wait to a show, after something happens and try to pull this benefit show. But I hope the boys showed you how much they cared about you, and it's like, dude, you're a fighter. A lot of people would have gave up and made themselves a victim, and you actually helped me get through some stuff with my grandmother that you don't even know, bro, just because of your attitude during what you went through. And I never got to tell you that.
That means a lot to me, man. I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could have that type of an impact on you. Because like we never hear that kind of stuff, Like we never tell each other that kind of stuff. So like
Right.
that means the world to hear, man.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like at some point though, like when do you turn off the work and be who we are with each other without the, what I'm saying, without the ego, without the gimmick and stuff. And I felt like we had that. I felt like, especially that old Infinity group, we all kind of had that. I
Oh yeah.
remember I straight up swagger jack that style and try to bring it to D1 and IPW. And just, I loved how that group felt. And I just, that's what I try to do. That's what I thought I can hold together. I failed miserably at that. But man, I appreciate, like just like I said, having battle stories with you and like I said, just being that guy that comes up on the road when me and Shane was on the road real tough. He was always that dude that we just laugh at something crazy that you did or said, bro. Like,
I'm glad, man. I really am. I'm glad I got to talk to you again too. For real.
yeah, man, I love you, brother. And let your close friends know. anything that we can do for your son or something, man, because we definitely want to keep extending that out and looking out for each other. Because as crazy as shit is, that's what really matters. That's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely will, man. Thank you so much.
I feel like John Gray is
All right.
staring a hole through both of us, or unless I can't see him.
No, I'm right here, brother. I see you.
Oh,
Ah,
okay.
I see you. I see. I see just runs on my screen though. Does JC Rotten not hear me? Hello. I lost JC Rotten. Oh, there he is. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear
I
you
can hear
fine.
you.
Okay. Well, JC, can you not hear me? Somebody address JC besides me. Hi.
I don't know. His screen
Yeah,
is frozen, I think.
yeah. I got two of them on my screen, and one just disappeared. I think we lost JC. Damn it. We're still waiting on. We're still waiting on Sharp Boy to join us. That should be a good time.
I
And I've
think
got a few other surprises.
I was gonna say I think my dojo brother, man, Joseph Schwartz is I think he's waiting as well. Just seen that.
Yeah, yeah, for some reason on the production side, all we can see is a white screen, and he's I don't know, I don't know. Mike, if you want to try to get him on just to see if it works, I don't know. Are you Adam? Are you still at the same hospital you were at last night?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they moved you today or not.
No, they might actually, instead of sending me to hospice, they might actually just let me go home and just kind of write out the last of my days there.
Okay. I mean, do you have a preference? I know that's kind of a weird question, but do
Uh,
you have a preference of where you would
Definitely
rather
being at
be?
home. Yeah, definitely
Amen.
being at home.
Oh yeah. All right, JC, you with us now?
Yeah, finally, I can finally hear you.
Yay! There he is.
Yeah, I can
All
hear you now
right,
too.
all right. We got JC Rotten joining us. JC, thoughts on Adam Bueller?
Man, Adam and I have a kind of a weird dynamic because like he was there for me in a time that a lot of people weren't for me. He worked some of like the first shows that I ever booked when I was booking Furious Wrestling Society. Like Adam was the guy that helped me out on the first poster and show name and what I should do and so he was Adam's really a key factor of why pro wrestling trade like is what it is the first stages of me becoming a booker, and Adam was a guy that I leaned to a lot in that beginning stage. That's kind of where we got close. When I went through some mental health issues, he was the only guy that was kind of around that understood the struggle and really you know it was we had conversations at 3 o'clock in the morning uh, that I recall of him just being there for me, man. So he's you know, always been a solid dude in my life.
Okay.
You know, if I can add on to that real quick, I do remember particularly when we had lost a building. This is during my championship run with IWA, and I remember there was a particular group of guys that just kind of stuck with us when we were outside shows at the VFW, and I think ended up leading to some King of the Death matches and stuff in that area, man. And Adam came out there and tore it up, like literally tore it up. Like I said, that's why I claim like that scar over his chest, man. I was there for that one. That one's my scar, man. That was my favorite one.
JC, any particular match of Adams that stands out in your mind?
Uh, we actually had a match. I can't remember the show name or whatever. You know how many shows IWA's ran at this point? 100,000 or whatever. But we actually wrestled a match in Colgate, and it was right after I had a suicide attempt. and I remember I had my wrist like wrapped up in tape, and we got to the back, and like he called me out about uh he called me out, like, not, in front of people or anything, but he was like, "Hey man, like, I know what that's from," and so that match always sticks out to me, and him killing me on the double stomp off the bleacher was also a highlight of that match.
That's good stuff.
No,
That's
that
good
that match
stuff.
has always been like I've always really enjoyed that match because I remember going into it not being entirely sure how it was going to come out, um, and like and you and I just happened to be on the same page that night, like completely,
Yeah,
and yeah, like we just killed it.
yeah, because it was a very unsure match. Like, everybody was like, "Oh, we're not gonna sure how this is gonna turn out," and
Yeah,
turned out to be quite a good match.
it was good, and I definitely feel like we told a good story with it too.
Yeah, man, I was always happy anytime we were in the ring together. We always clicked, and had that, just an instant chemistry of, you know not really having to call much or anything like that, and just being able to go out there and feel the crowd, and get people into it.
I got a question for Adam. I don't know if you remember the match that you and Mercer had for RCW, but y'all went all over the place, and then y'all went on top of the bleachers,
I
and
remember that. Yeah.
and, and, and once you got on top of the bleachers, Mercer went for a gorilla press and kind of pressed you over his head. And I remember the look on your face was like, "Well, here we go. I guess I'm gonna land on this garbage can on the floor."
Yeah, well, like
But
he just grabbed me, and the next thing I knew, I was over his head, and
yeah,
none of that was discussed prior.
see, and I feel like we have a connection there because nobody knows what it's like for Mercer to grab you and pick you up because it's like there's nowhere you can go because once he
No.
grabs you, like you can't break out of it, you know?
Hmm.
Good stuff. That's good stuff, man. I'm enjoying, and the thing about doing these types of shows is a lot of times we get to hear the stories, we get to peel back the curtain a little bit and share some things that people don't normally see. From us. We're real people. We got real feelings, and there's a real camaraderie that forms with people, and you're seeing that here tonight. And JC, Isaiah, I can't thank you two enough for taking time to come on and share some stories with Adam and just uplift his spirit.
Yeah, man, you don't have to thank me at all. The honor's all mine for just having me on. And let me just say before I go, Adam, um, outside of the wrestling, into your circumstance, you're a lot stronger dude than I would be. Um, I don't know that I would have it in me to be as non-prideful as you were about being transparent about what you were going through throughout the entire process, man. And that's a strength that a lot of people don't have the security. Like a lot of wrestlers, like I remember OG came and did a seminar. I was like, man, you wrestlers are a bunch of insecure assholes. And I actually believed it. But for you personally, I just want to say that I admired the fact of your transparency throughout this whole thing, man. And simply put, I just love you, man to man. I had nothing to do with wrestling, bro. I just love you as a person that you are, bro. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. And like I said, I love the shit out of you too. Like in wrestling, out of wrestling, doesn't matter, dude. Like you're one of the best people I've ever met, and I love you to death.
Yeah, man, I'd like to add on to what High said a little bit ago. Um, you know, Sometimes wrestling is looked at in this light of, it's a bunch of carnies or scumbags or whatever. But out of all those bad apples, you do find good people in the business, and Adam's definitely one of those dudes that is one of the very few good ones. In our circle of this area, and like I said, you let anybody know, what we can do for your son, at all. Whether it's a show or whatever, put towards his as a education or whatever he decides to do in his life. I think our wrestling family can do something to make sure that he knows forever that his dad set him up for success.
That's very kind of you to say too, man. Like it really, really is. Like I don't expect anybody to do anything, but just the fact that so many people are wanting to, like, and not even for me, for him. And there's so many guys that haven't met him before, and it's just it's mind blowing, and it's a really, really good feeling to know that, like, there's we have that good of a community of people in you know in there with us.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Like I said, anything that we can do, whether it's a show or whatever, it's it's the least that we can do. You indirectly and directly, helped so many people. And it's funny because we have a very similar personality. We come off as, I think all three of us, me, you, and High, come off as these people that, um, can sometimes be assholes, but inside, there's a heart that's beating and just wants to help as many people as possible. And you're definitely one of those dudes that, you know, just throws it all out there when it's the time to help someone. So it's the least that we can do to show
I
you that,
agree.
a little bit of thank you, for the time, for what, like I said, without Adam Bueller, I don't think there is a pro wrestling train wreck because I wouldn't have known what I was doing with Furious Wrestling Society, and it was like I said, it was the precursor to Trainwreck. It was a precursor to Southern Sickness, and that's like one of my proudest accomplishments. And without you, man, I don't think I could have possibly pulled it off.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I had no idea that I had that much of an impact on so many things, but that it really means the world to hear, man. And I'm glad I could have that effect on you to where you were able to actually accomplish those things.
Yeah, man, it and the last thing too is I even said it at the benefit that we did down here in Jeff. When my daughter was born, and I put out, that we were going to keep her and everything else. You were one of the people that reached out to me and said, "Hey, man, you got this. You can do it." And it was such a small message that you know some people would take for granted, but it was like, damn, like at some like somebody's watching and cares enough to message me. So I genuinely appreciate that. If, as a father to a father, you know I'll do anything I can to make sure that your kiddo has whatever he wants and needs. It whatever we can do to help, man.
Oh, thank you, man. That seriously means the world.
But as a father, I'm gonna go and get my kiddo ready for bed. Thanks, man,
Yeah, I'll be
for
right
everything.
back. I'll
Uh,
be right back.
seriously, I love you, dude. And anything at all, shoot me a message, please.
I definitely will, man. Love you too.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Uh,
Don't know if we're experiencing technical difficulties, but I can't hear or see you, John. So, Adam, actually, what I'm doing right now, you don't know if you see it, but like I've been playing Xbox Live, and like we were kind of pinned down in the middle of some Red Dead Redemption. We had like two posses run up on us, and
Yeah,
it's been hell. So I had to abandon the crew for a second to get up on here. So it's no rush, man. I only get like 45 minutes a week to game out sometimes. That third shift life kills me. Oh, I gotta go to work here in a little bit now anyway. But yeah, I don't know where John went. I think he's probably trying to add somebody on here. I think we lost Adam, and I think we lost John. So if I'm the only one on here, I just want to say to everybody, um, give everybody the roses while they still here. Give everybody their flowers while they still here. If you got a chance to make up with anybody, make amends, kill some heat, extend and talk to somebody you haven't in a long time, do it. Obviously, life is getting shorter and shorter each day, and I ain't got no hate with nobody, man. I'm glad to be a part of this group that's able to honor Adam Bueller. It's all about him, and man, just keep fighting, bro. Because like I told you before, not everybody has it in them to be as transparent and less prideful. I can't say that I would do that. I don't have the strength to put that stuff out there. I'm kind of a prideful guy. But the fact that you were able to put your journey out there for all of us, bro, just shows the type of strength that you have, and we all love you, bro.
Thank
Finish.
you. I don't know what happened just now, but everything's coming through okay now. And yeah, I don't have to hold my phone up to my ear anymore. I think I might have just hit a button.
Oh, word, word. Well, I'm looking at the chats, and you got a lot of love on here. Everybody's just let's see. I think Swartz is ready to come on.
Yeah, we're having some technical issues with Swords. Every time we try to put him on, we just get a white screen on our end. We
Yeah.
can't
Man,
seem
John, you worse
to
than
get it.
Teddy Riley on that versus battle, bro.
I'm
Huh?
gonna
What? What?
Never
What?
mind.
I'm
I
I'm
said
gonna
you like
Oh,
Teddy Riley on that versus battle between him and Babyface, man. He just kept fucking it up.
Oh Jesus Christ!
man.
Now somebody
Uh,
else is calling. My phone has not stopped ringing. Like people have been calling me nonstop.
I lost him again. We lost Adam again, but that's okay. Yeah,
well,
I keep
John, man, you hit me up when you get back when you come this way and you're in town, bro, this weekend, and
I
make
will,
sure
my
even
man.
if it's just 20, 30 minutes, bro, we'll hook up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Have a beer or roll a scroll or something. You know how we do.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I'll definitely hit you up, buddy. I'll be in town Sunday.
All right, bro. I love you,
I
Dojo,
love
bro.
you, man. Be safe. Keep.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try. I got my riot mask in case they try to hit me with tear gas or
There
some
you
shit.
go. Keep my city. You
Yeah,
keep my
yeah.
city safe now. Keep it on lockdown.
I'm trying, man. Hold down the West
That's
End,
it.
brother.
All right, man.
Peace, fam.
All right. All right. Adam, you still with me? All right. Wait a minute. I think we got
yeah,
somebody
still
else too.
still here.
All right.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to stick around for though, because I'm like just wanting to bury my face into a pillow right now. Like,
No, I understand, man. I do want to tell you, I did get a text from Dean. He said he tried to get on. He was having I think will be live tonight.
yeah,
I think that might be what we're experiencing because I'm hearing, I'm getting some feedback from a lot of the guests that are saying they can't access the app or they can't get it to work. So
right,
I think there might be something going on with Be Live. I don't think it's anything that anybody is doing.
right. That
Um,
could be.
that technology is what it is.
It
But
is, man.
Dean did send me a text. I'm gonna get with you as soon as this is over and give you his phone number. He wants you to call him
Okay,
as soon as we go off the air or tomorrow if you can.
okay.
Um, he wants to talk with you. So
Yeah, just
he
shoot
sends
me
his
his number.
apologies that he couldn't get on.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just shoot me his number when he hops off, or when um at some point when you guys get everything finished up. I mean, but yeah, as much as I hate to do it, man, I gotta cut it short.
No, I completely understand. I can't. It looks like we got Randy West joining us right now. Let's get Randy's story, and then we'll let you get some rest,
All right,
bud.
I'll stick around for Randy.
All right.
Randy, thanks so much for joining us, hon.
Hey, it's about time he gives me a little bit of time. He's been ducking me for
Yeah.
years. I don't think a wrestling crowd's ever had the pleasure of seeing me and Adam wrestle each other.
Oh wow. That would be a hell of a match, I think. Now,
Man,
you
I don't
shared
know.
a
He's like, he kind of scares me a little bit when it comes to the deathmatch wrestling because like he's insane when it comes to the weapons and what he's willing to do.
No, I'm back again, guys. Sorry, like I can't get people to stop fucking Facebook calling me right now, and it's every time it does, they do it. It fucks up my audio. So, but I'm back again. So sorry about that.
Stop calling Adam right now. They should be scared. Like I'm tough, and people think I'm crazy, but man, I've seen some of the stuff Adam does, and there's no way in hell I'd ever fucking do it. I wanted to come on because I had a fantastic memory, and it's like my favorite Adam story, and like I tell people all the time, and
Oh
like
god.
it's so funny because if you look over here in the background here is Thunder Kitty, and
Hey, Thunder Kitty.
the story happens to be about a match that you and Thunder Kitty had
Oh,
at the Rustic Frog.
yeah, I had a feeling that's where it was going.
Yeah, it's my favorite one ever, just because like so Thunder Kitty was running late for the show. You gotta put me on blast. And Ian's like, so Adam, it's you and Thunder Kitty tonight in a tape fist match. And
Yeah.
Adam, God bless him, makes the comment, "Oh, it'll be an easy night," meaning Thunder Kitty's a good wrestler. It's going to be easy to, she won't hurt me in any way. Like, sweet. So when she got there, myself, Mickey Knuckles, and Mitch Page decided that we were going to exaggerate the story a bit and let Thunder Kitty know that you said it was going to be an easy night because she's a girl and she couldn't wrestle. Match comes up and you guys go out there. The three of us are like little children in a candy store at the holes in the curtain, and we're peeking
Yeah.
through and we're watching because Thunder Kitty's hot. Like Mitch Page, right before Thunder Kitty went out the curtain, Mitch Page gave her this look like, oh, he gave me a look. One of those, like, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. One of those Mitch Page looks. And so we're watching through the curtain, and she proceeds just to beat the shit out of you. like, and like you didn't say not one thing bad about it or nothing. You're like, well, I'm gonna take this ass whooping from Thunder Kitty. And at the end of it, I remember she put you in such a deep Boston crab that like you passed out. I actually
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize because I couldn't see his face.
Yep.
She
I
said she
legitimately lost
couldn't see your
consciousness.
face to know. And he just stopped moving. I didn't realize it. So then the ref calls for the bell, and you're still out of it. So Thunder Kitty kicks you in the nuts to wake you back up again.
Yeah. Well,
And we
that was
are
actually
behind the curtain.
that
We are
was my
behind
idea
the
for the
curtain,
finish.
laughing
Was
hysterically. I just hear the ref lean over and go, "He's passed out." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
yeah.
I did not mean to fuck.
I remember coming to and legitimately not having a clue where I was or what was going on.
You came through the curtain and you looked like that, like you had no idea what was going on. And me and Mickey and Mitch are in the corner laughing hysterically because we thought it was so funny. And Thunder Kitty's like, "Why y'all laughing?" And then we later told her why. And then she felt all bad about it, like because There's absolutely no reason. Like I went in there fully expecting to get punched in the face back. Like I'm not gonna like not. She's like, "Well, we're fighting." If he hits me back, it is what it is.
Oh no, I no that there's. I don't think that there's any scenario where I would have actually taken a swing back at you. Actually,
You totally could have, man. I would have been
She
fine with it.
at some point she deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
it is what it is. It's one of those matches I can go back and laugh at now.
I don't think I've ever
All
seen
right.
that.
I just wanted to come on and tell that story and just remind you that you're tough as shit, man. Like
Thank
if
you.
you can survive an ass whooping from Thunder Kitty, this, you got this.
Say I appreciate it.
We're here for you, man.
Thanks for bringing that memory up. Super good memory.
Simpler times, man.
The good old days.
You're right. Yeah.
It's a basic problem.
And I
Yeah.
remember you were talking about that match at the Fuji show, and I remember that show.
Down at the rustic
Oh,
frog.
Fuji. But yeah, we wanted to come on and show some love.
Thank
I'll let you go so you can get some rest, man. I know it's probably wearing on you having all these people
you.
chit chatting your ear off.
I appreciate you coming by and both of you guys. It's good talking to both of you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, too long,
Yeah,
man.
Hey,
man.
Adam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick. I wanted to read this to you. This just came through from Shark Boy. He said, "Adam, I'm so sorry I couldn't be a part of this tonight, but technical difficulties and family obligations have made it impossible. Please know that I'm truly honored to have called you a trainee, a coworker, and most importantly, a friend. Please give me a call when you can so we can have the chance to speak to each other. I'll love you always, Shark Boy." So I wanted to make sure I passed that along to you personally before you got off. I know you're tired. Derek, we're still going to get to you, although Adam may not be with us. But I just wanted to let everybody know
Yeah.
he's had a full day, so we kind of need to be respectful and let Adam get some sleep, and he can. You'll rewatch all this
I'll stick
tomorrow, I'm
around.
sure.
I'll stick around for Derek, man. Derek's my boy. I'll stick around for Derek.
Thanks, man.
See here, I
All
thought
right.
I was special. He's gonna stick around for me, and now he's gonna stick around for Derek.
You gotta make it
All right,
optional.
Randy. Thank you so much for joining us, hon. We appreciate your time.
Thank you guys.
Bye, yo.
All
Love
right.
you,
Bye,
Adam.
Thank you
Thunder
guys.
Kitty. Thank you.
Bye, John Gray. Bye, Adam.
Bye. Bye.
All right. We've also got G Raver on deck. So there he is. All right. So Derek, let's get to you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. Let's start sharing some stories. Start sharing Adam Bueller story.
Whew, man. Um, how about the fact that he's responsible for anybody even caring to hear what I have to say right now? Like, legit, man. Like, Adam's been through this before, so unfortunately, we've had these kind of conversations before. He knows how I feel. Um, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, to think I've known this dude for about 15 years now because of the fucking internet, and seeing all the stuff that he's gone through in his personal life and in wrestling, and knowing that you made like a really big impact on a lot of people, I'm just really happy I can call you a friend. So that's
Likewise,
really all I
man.
got to say, man. I don't have any fun road stories, you know. I will bring out one story. The very first time that I met Scott Ceriti, who was at the time ring announcing for VOW, was because Adam randomly was cool with me jumping in a car of wrestlers and going down to this show for no fucking reason. And he had no idea that I'd been going through some shit. And I might elaborate on what I was going through later. It doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about me. Like, a lot of shit changed for me that weekend. So, I just want to publicly say thanks, man.
That's no problem at all, man. It means a lot to me knowing that I could get things started in motion for where things are for you now with you being able to run not just to being able to run shows but to run good shows that have a legit
Yeah.
following. Like you run shows that most promoters would kill to be able
Hmm.
to run. And I'm really, really glad that I could. I mean, I personally think it was very minuscule. I had a very minuscule hand in that, but I'm very glad to have had any hand in it whatsoever. Like
Dude,
I
because
tell you
we
all the
like,
time, man, it's you. You're the one who did that. I just kind of pushed you in the right direction.
dude, I remember when I was like nervous to hit up Marcus. Like the main event of the first show. Like you're the reason that I've spent almost $1,000 on fucking Legos. Like that's you, man. That's you.
That's good shit. That's good shit. Let me ask you, Derek. What was your first time ever seeing Adam work? What do you remember that?
The first time we ever met in person was the first time I saw him work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Prince of the Death 2015. He finally got
Mm.
booked for that, and I knew it was a big deal. So I got my buddy
Yeah, I
Joe.
was there for that.
Yeah, I was in the crowd with my buddy Joe. If anybody's ever came to a UP show, the door guy Joe, me and him drove down, and first time we actually spoke face to face was after him and Dale Patrick's wrestled, and we went out like the side entrance to the building. He's just casually cleaning himself up with peroxide after like a bunch of light tube stuff.
That was back when I used to give myself the peroxide bath after a death match.
Right.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. G Raver, thank you so much for joining us, buddy.
What's up, guys?
So
What's
glad
up,
you were
man?
able to join us, man. Sorry about all the technical issues.
It's my fault, really. I had to log out. I had to re-download the app and reset my password and well to Facebook and all kinds of stupid shit. But I didn't
I
care. I figured
I
it
don't know.
out.
I think something's going on with that with B Live tonight. A lot of people are having some issues, but it's all good. We're glad to have you, man. Real quickly, first time you ever saw Adam work.
I think the one of the, I mean he can recall this maybe better than me, but I believe it was at VOW and it was when they were having kind of the so kind of hardcore matches, a little bit of death, not really kind of multiple man type things. And I think that's when I think I first met him through that, and that was and I was even I think on my way back from having since spent some time away from wrestling at that time, but the early VOW spot and him coming in then is when I think I officially first met him.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
Did have you guys crossed paths in the ring?
Yeah, I'd say well, it was
twice.
twice. Yeah, we had singles matches, but and you know the one obviously in the VOW show, and then we did that shitty outdoor show.
White trash bash.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
wait,
know
wait,
I'm not
wait.
even
You gotta
saying
you
it was
gotta
shitty.
elaborate. What white trash bash? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was a white trash bash. It wasn't even. It was run by this guy. I think Stephen Coombs was his name.
Yep.
He's a really nice guy. Um, it seemed like it would be great for music and that sort of thing. And then like the type of people that were engaged in the show were like just at like a couple sitting in front row, like just kind of scattered about. And then the rest of the people were like, "Fuck this wrestling.
The
we're gonna
crowd was
watch.
awful.
We're gonna watch this music happen." And so it was a mix of like I had a lot of fun for one there, but I had more fun when we actually like got in the match because they
Yeah.
weren't giving us the best reactions. But then at one point we just kind of abandoned some like whatever, and we were just like, all right, fuck being cool wrestlers. Let's just go out in the fucking crowd and put bunny heads on and
I
forearm
tried
each
to
other.
I tried to scoop slam you into or vertical suplex you into a bonfire.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was like, let's go play by the fire, and we'll, yeah, we'll tease going into the fire. And they were like looking with intent for a minute, and then they like turned around all like 3 seconds later and were like,
Yeah.
oh, but there's a cover band on stage.
Yeah.
But other thing I wanted to point out, and not so much, and I'm gonna say, like, obviously I met Adam, during those early VOW things, but when we started doing stuff at the women's rescue church, whatever the fuck we were at, uh, that's when
The
I
the
really,
YWCA.
yeah. See, that's why I'm glad that there's historians here, because my head's a little messed up for all the history part of this aspect, but can't even recall a specific date on this. But when I really felt like I was like, I got to know him enough. I think I don't know if we wrestled before this or it was after this, but it was like my first real introduction into, I feel like, what was the I got in the zone Adam. And that was like, he came back from whatever match he had done, and I think I was in the middle, towards the locker room slash entrance type thing, and he had this gash, like, on he's laughing. He had this gash, right, and it was like it was started here, right, and like it was gonna be like, if you're gonna end it all, man, it's like right up, but like it veered, right? It went enough where it veered off, and I was like, I was like staring at him. I was like staring at him in that, and I was like, what? I was like, why'd you do that? Why would you do that? And, and I just remember him being like, like, oh, no. I don't know. I was
I'm
trying to.
almost positive I was there for that show. I'm almost positive that's the one I came down for because I
Okay.
remember him taking a picture of that gnarly ass cut after he
Yeah.
dropped me off. He was at a gas station, a shitty gas station, and he took like a gas station bathroom picture of this like really easily infected room or farm in the nastiest room ever. I'm just like, dude, get out of there. You're gonna get fucking who knows what in the air.
Adam, do you recall that match?
Great.
I don't remember specifically which one it was. If it was VOW,
It definitely
well,
was
I mean,
VOW. It
yeah,
definitely was at the building.
it might have been the match I did with Devin Moore because that was one where I also just
Oh yeah.
said screw it and just sliced my wrist too
Yeah,
because I was
Yeah.
really going for that shock value.
yeah. You went for the maximum shock value, and it was so crazy because it veered off. Like, it looked like it
Yeah.
was steady as hell, and then it veered off. And I was like, wow.
I just felt like I had to up the ante a little bit. They were already too used to me, slicing my chest up. Got to
Right,
give them
but
something new.
but I was still like, concerned. I was like, don't do this. But yeah, I mean, that's when I was like, oh shit. Like, I knew you did the chest thing and stuff before that, but that was like man, I was like, he just scared the shit out of me a little bit right there. But yeah, then obviously, I mean, we covered this a little bit. I was joined in on that when you're doing the live showing of the fuckery tattoo needle whatever
Yeah.
fucking match we had, and
Jesus.
the match was like, it just was awesome, and I don't know, it just felt good. Everything about it felt good, and there was a really great response afterwards too. Like,
Yeah,
people were like really hyping it up, and
right.
yeah, I just loved some of the timing things and just some of the things that we called in that.
I mean, still to this day, my favorite match I've ever done.
Well, I'm
So
glad.
like that match is yet to be dethroned.
I'm glad, man. It makes me happy because my whole thing with all of that stuff was, especially with, you know, just people in general. I was like a mainstay with VOW for a while, but like,
Yeah,
and that, that's when everybody, and the only reason that I think it mattered even at the time was just because, like, people bailed out on that company really early in the early stages. A lot of Pittsburgh guys were just like, fuck this place.
right.
And I stuck around, but during that time, I just really, all I cared about at that point was like any outside guys coming in. especially deathmatch guys or anything like that, I knew I kind of wanted to start dipping my toes in the water a little bit more with that. I was just like, I want everybody to have a great match when they're here. I don't want
Yeah,
anybody to leave thinking, fuck, I didn't like that match or whatever it was. So
yeah.
I'm glad
And
it
that was always my main goal is like I just wanted everybody to have fun and have a good time.
right. And yeah, I did, man. I did on both occasions, and that was just there were like two completely separate things in a sense, but I still had a fucking blast, especially even at the outdoor one, just because of
Yeah, yeah. I did too, man. Like, especially when it got to the point where we were just like, "Fuck these fans, let's go be stupid."
yeah, exactly. I just remember the frustration. Like I can feel the frustration at the moment because we're like, oh, we're breaking glass, and they're like, ooh, ah, and then like
Yeah,
nothing crazy, and then we're just like, all right, let's just go out and disturb the peace a little bit, I guess.
we had a really good match called out and planned out too. Like that's what made it so much more frustrating.
Right, and we're just like, man, we'll really get these people on their feet because we didn't see. I don't think I saw any match before ours. Like, I think I even had to ask like if certain guys did certain things or stuff like that.
Right, right. Yeah, I think that we were the only ones. There may have been like maybe a light tube spot here or there, but we were
Right,
definitely the ones that like where we used like a shitload of glass.
right. And then we had like a lot more wrestling stuff too. Like
Yeah, yeah, we did.
I forget who somebody
Uh-huh.
pointed that out to us. I can't remember who, but somebody pointed it out that they liked that what we did or what we did was different.
Yeah, and I always like doing that too, and that's why I liked working with you so much because you're one of those guys that I know could do that. We didn't have to go in, right off the bat throwing each other into shit. We can pace things out, and we can build toward things, and we can tell a story and all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
So yeah, man, those matches we had, man, I'm always gonna treasure those.
Good man. I mean, that's what I want. At least the biggest part of any of this is like I just I love have had those matches with you, and I'm glad we did what we did. Um, you know, outside of that, I just I want you to be all right, man.
Yeah, trust me, I do too. this this has definitely not been a cakewalk getting this news, but stranger things have happened, man. It's it's not looking good, but who knows?
Yeah, yeah, because wrestling's looking kind of grim right now, anyway. So just
Right,
don't be too upset that you're not a part of that.
right.
Uh,
Ah,
Derek,
fuck, man.
let's get you real quick. You got a favorite Adam Buell match?
I I watched what was the match, Adam? I think I don't even know how I obtained it. I forget how it was. It was like in this arena. It was like a high rise, weird kind of like arena, but it looks like it was set up for like a circus almost.
Okay,
And I forget there was like high rise seats starting like right from the bottom. I forget who you wrestled though,
yeah.
and I don't remember if it was Shark Boy or not.
It could have been actually. Was it
It might have
like
been because it
theater
was in like
seats?
stadium seating.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was when I finally got to wrestle Shark Boy.
yeah, I watched, and I watched that forever ago, and that's why I couldn't 100% recall that. But and I'm not even gonna say that's my favorite match. I just thought it was cool that their history of Shark Boy, and then knowing that because I was always a fan of Shark Boy, and I thought that was cool.
It was I know it opened up a lot of eyes to hear that I was trained by Shark Boy when I had that match.
Yeah, it's definitely cool, and I think it's even better that um, I don't know. I like to always hear that through your trainers, through the people you've trained with, and stuff like that. Even if like down the line you decide to do something that they wouldn't even really subscribe to, that they're still like fully supportive of you, and
Oh yeah,
and I love hearing that stuff. So awesome to see that he's like still super supportive.
yeah. He's always been awesome, man. Like I wish we would have been able to stay in contact more over the years, but he's always been great.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, aside from that, obviously, I mean, I have to like, our VOW match. Obviously, I love the most, just because I don't know, it meant more to me. Just because it was right there. It was something we kind of already. I don't know. We just had that feeling like we knew it was going to be good, but we didn't know it was going to be. I don't know. I'm not going to say that we didn't suspect it was going to be that good because it just felt right. There was just something about
Yeah.
it. We didn't really have a worry in the world, and then we went out and hit it, and we're just like, everyone's like digging this, and there was other shit way before us that involved glass and shit like that. So
Oh
that's
yeah, we were hands down the weakest stipulation of the show.
right for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, man, we just went out. We didn't give a shit. We're just gonna make the most of this, and fuck, I don't know how many times you heard it, but I had at least 10 people come up to me and say that that was the match of the night. So.
Hell yeah. And another thing I want to point out is like I'm pretty sure I own all your shirts. Well, at least I think I have my two favorite ones. The one I got you was the Baphomet one. Uh,
Yeah,
that was probably back with VOW and stuff like that. And then I
yeah.
got the we'll just say the Las Vegas T-shirt.
Yeah.
No,
You
I, I sent
you,
the picture for that.
yeah, he did actually.
That's
But
great.
no, your shirts definitely occupy a great deal of space in my closet as well.
Which is cool, man. Yeah, but no, I'm happy to have. I'm happy I own those for sure. And it's funny because I'm weird with some like now people don't know this, but when I get shirts from guys, sometimes I'll rock them maybe once or twice, and then what I do is I just kind of like store them away. Like I just put them in a bin and just have them, and that way, like I don't know, the print doesn't rub off them or come with
Yeah,
water. I have like stuff from like my history of starting with wrestling. Oh wait, I posted like I think a couple pictures. I had like posted a Chris Hero one and a Sexy Eddie one I had from when he punctured his vein in his arm and was fucking drinking it.
Oh, yeah,
But
that was sick.
yeah, so like I have stuff that people wouldn't believe I have, but it's all just because I just want to keep it safe and I don't know.
yeah.
It's weird. It's like a picture album.
That's still cool as fuck, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
All right.
But
All
you
right,
know,
guys. Well, look, I know Adam's exhausted. He's had a hell of a day.
yeah, I
I
was
think we're
just
gonna
about
go
ready
ahead
to
and
say
wrap
I gotta
up.
hop off.
Do your
Oh,
thing, man.
well, go ahead. We're gonna keep recording. I've got well, we had Ed Gonzalez. I was gonna let him come on and say his bit, and you could watch it
I
later,
can
Adam.
jump
But
off, Adam,
Derek,
dude. Adam, man, I'm gonna jump off real quick. I love you, bro. I've told you everything I need to say, and just hit me up if you need to talk. I'm here for you, man. I love
And
you.
you know I will, man. I fucking love you to death. Same
Good.
same thing with you, dude. Like Brandon, you're fucking awesome. And
I love you too,
John,
man.
you already know. I think you're fucking awesome. Like you didn't have to do this, and you did, and it's been awesome. So thank you very very much. Definitely send me the link so I can watch the rest of it tomorrow, and send me Shark Boy's number so I can give him a call tomorrow too, if you could.
I will. I will.
All right.
Adam, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do it.
Oh, thank you, man.
You mean you mean the world to me, and I told you that yesterday when I called you, and uh, I love you, man.
I love you too, dude. Very much. All you guys, man. Every one of you.
Love you, man.
Love you too, man. Thank you so much for everybody that came on before, everybody who's still coming on. Like it's crazy to have this confirmation that so many people give a shit about you and think so highly of you. All right, but I'm gonna head off here, John. Thank you
All right.
again. very, 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 very much. You're the fucking
It's my pleasure, man. Raver, I'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thank you.
John,
man.
peace,
Thank you.
man. See you guys.
Mhm. All right, Adam, get some rest, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking us out here at MDKC. This has been Real Side Media's production of an Adam Buell tribute. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and Godspeed, Adam. We love you, man.
Hey, it's Dustin Thomas here. My relationship with Adam is perhaps a little bit different than most people here. I've actually known Adam since I was 15. We met when I was a sophomore in high school, when he first showed up at Franklin High School. And I honestly don't even remember how we met. It was probably just as simple as we were both wearing heavy metal t-shirts, and then we saw each other and said, hey, heavy metal, let's be friends, because life was a lot simpler back then. But wrestling was the thing that really brought us together. When we were in high school, you know, we formed with a few of our friends our backyard wrestling fed, the Franklin Extreme Wrestling, and everyone in that high school knew what FEW was and who was in it, and we tried to show our tapes to everyone. We convinced teachers to let us show them, and I still talk to a lot of the guys that were involved in it, and we regularly reminisce very fondly about the times in FEW, and those were, just looking back, some of my favorite times in my life. So a lot of my favorite memories with Adam actually don't even take place in professional wrestling. They took place in backyard wrestling. And then shortly after we got trained, it was like countless nights I spent at Ed Gonzalez's apartment while Jay West and Adam were there, Jay West being another longtime friend of mine. And just the time that we spent there just hanging out, watching old wrestling, and Adam was there for a lot of very impactful times in my life, and Adam was a true friend to me. I always knew that he valued our friendship. Just knowing him for as long as I have, I knew that he didn't have the best life growing up. I don't want to speak on that a lot, but I knew that he valued real relationships, and I just hope that Adam looks at me and thinks that I was as good of a friend to him as he was to me. And, in 2006, we lost one of our good friends, Cole Gray, and I know that it was hard on Adam, and it was very hard on me, and he was there for me, and I was there for him. And I just want to thank him for being there for me during that time, because, like I said, it was extremely rough. And, over the years, we've not necessarily grown apart. We grew apart in distance. He moved to Indiana a long time ago, and I quit wrestling for a few years, and during that time was when he got sick, and unfortunately, it just kind of became a Facebook friendship. Adam will always remain one of my closest and dearest friends, and but when I saw the post that Adam made recently, it crushed me. And I guess I don't really know what to say other than, Adam, I love you. Even though our lives went in different paths and we don't see each other and we don't talk, you'll always remain one of my closest and dearest friends. And thank you for being a friend to me. Thank you for being there for me when I needed you. I love you. And I'm just going to leave it at that, brother. I love you.
This is for the tribute to Adam Bueller, the Violent Gentleman, one of the best people I've come to know in my time in professional wrestling. I know he's going to beat this, and I know he's got this. I love you, Adam, from the bottom of my heart.
Adam, from the entire MDKC group, I want you to know that we will never, ever fucking forget you, man. We love you, Adam.
Stop.